Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the jump. Gotta be lying. Drop 50, drop 50.
Right to the air is Willis. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready! Bronco 80.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
On the check. Come 19, come 19. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he's... It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Dragon 60.
In motion left comes Brown.
Tempo, 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 tempo.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Brown goes in motion left.
65 check, 65. Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Willis with another keeper. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Foyasade and American.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Get a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Tajay Spears, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On the ball, now, on the ball.
The 47-yard line. A gain of 15.
Ready,
And the
go.
Browns first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Hurry, hurry.
Back to throw, Willis. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dinge. Down to the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First and 10, it's Pierce.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
65, 60, come 19, come 19, go.
2nd down, here's Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud to throw it.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready up.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Let's go.
Now Willis.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd down and 10.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Now Willis to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Ready?
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Viking 18, Warriors 70.
Now Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tight, 19 tight.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Browns nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now Spears to begin the drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Brown, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Trap alert, go!
Here's a give to Spears. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal.
In motion left comes Brown.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Ward. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Ready, hit.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Option play, and it's a handoff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Browns, nothing. Will Watts set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Willis to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on... negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis.
Inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Houston. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Willis.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Malik Willis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they now a 28-7 ball game.
Round 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the toss, it's Spears.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
He was taken down behind
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Panther Street. Check smash. Check smash. Let go.
Right back to Spears.
And fights through one man. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And here's a very low-line drive. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Willis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Dragon 60.
Willis will look to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Highsmith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Willis, fourth down, has to have it. Eluding the pressure right. The 20. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
On the check.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
The Spears with another carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied.